Hello, everybody. Welcome to a critically average adventure, and welcome to this venture underground to meet
Oh God.
conclave of
Mushrooms!
mushroom-based druid folk that we like to call the Fragments. It's a D&D 5e campaign I'm playing with my friends, and these are my friends. Woo-woo, and yeah, and woo-woo, and other things.
You know you've broken Jax now, though.
Sorry?
You've broken Jax now, though.
Why?
Because Jax thinks these guys are dodgy, and he's putting people tests he's not going to work.
Everyone is squashy.
Because they're all mushrooms.
Jax is either going to kill them all,
Just to be sure.
killing them all,
Mm.
or he's going to kill them all by squeezing them so hard that they just kind of go.
I think he's going to have to trust on Charlie's magics.
I like you with the GM's going.
Oh, I love him to pieces, but it is Charles. So we'll see how that goes. I think last time we were just outside of a cavern.
But yeah, we were just going into a tunnel, weren't we?
About to sort of dip beneath the ground of a fey wild forest. You had stepped through a bubble of what appeared to be Shadowfell, but when you stepped to the other side,
Well,
You
we
just
poked
go-
our head in, we didn't step through because we didn't want to be lost for 300 years.
yeah, you were kind of like doing the thing where you're putting your head through and then back through and just making sure that it was all okay to.
It was like the hokey cokey.
Yeah. You
Was
put
it?
your left in, your right foot out, in, out, and no one shook anything about actually, which was a bit disappointing. So maybe we can get some shaking about of stuff today.
We shall see.
Yeah.
No promises.
Just hoping up that glimmer of hope for a shaking. I don't know what that.
The GM is in control of the literal tectonic plates. Shaking can happen at any time.
Yeah, true. Well, you are going underground, so perfect place for a good old earthquake and maybe a tectonic shift and a TPK. Lovely.
You know, GM's had enough of your crap when
He sends you below ground
and then
on
TPK your
hotline.
ass.
That's it. You're dead. That's it. I'm sorry. No more.
Once it looked on the table.
Yeah, that's interesting. We begin there. You were being led there by three members of Marmiala. Foss, Brachia, and Stali are the ones that remained alive. Their friend Hugil is dead by foot death.
We actually have his foot as a trophy.
Yes, okay. That's a strange thing to keep.
No,
Was it like embedded in his head?
Or is it going to be
embedded in his head?
Call it
Yeah.
Hugil?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be very funny. Where is that leg?
It's upstairs.
We've got a whole human leg.
Well, I'm hoping you have two.
No, we've got an extra that we share between.
This is going out on the internet. This is not probably something you want to be admitting.
Yeah. You are beginning to be led below the ground. The fissure itself is kind of like two pieces of grey purple rock. It's probably the light and some of the fungus that grows, the mosses and stuff that grow here have kind of wrapped around this grey pieces of stone that jut out from the ground. They are positioned kind of jauntily on each other, almost like where a tor might have been pushed out through the bedrock and out through the forest floor. And you can see that they meet some places, and then along this passageway you can see that there are spaces, and you can see kind of like a crisscross canopy of roots that kind of goes across the top of this like almost like a valley between the stones, and you can see that it gradually begins to descend. Your elven friends are straight ahead of you. They're in the straight away. No sort of caution. They dive inside this place.
I will pass the torch back to Charlie or Killian, whoever's closer, because they can't see in the dark. So when it starts getting dark, they're going to struggle.
I've got it. You want me to light the way, Killian? You want to go?
I'm trying to think what order. Yeah, you to be in front.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. So this passageway is probably enough. But first, it's very narrow. So let's have a marching order as we go.
I would probably then suggest it was me, then the two that can't really see, and Owen bringing up the back would be my
Okay, that works for me.
person. Yeah.
Put the sneaky person in the back. No, it's not going to be a problem.
Yeah, but
Don't let that damn thief out of sight.
I'm thinking more that I'm probably more. Well, I'm more prone to violence if these guys are screwing me.
Nobody disputes that.
We are going to go down into this little crevasse beneath the earth, and
The crevasse.
And you gradually start beginning to smell the sense of that below the ground, sense that kind of cooler, damper air. The
cooler down here. It's quite nice.
The sort of decomposition of leaves and tree
putrefaction,
and the cleft in the rock is quite narrow. The elves themselves from Marmiala very easily kind of their nimble forms kind of flip between as it deviates slightly in slight twists and bends, and there's the odd protrusion that sticks out from the ground, and you have to kind of step over or around them, and the canopy of vines and roots as you go down becomes a solid map, a solid roof, eventually cutting out all of the daylight as you travel down. And
Am I going to have to start ducking?
It is tight in here. I wouldn't say quite squeezing yet, but you only count as large for carrying and stuff, don't you? You're not actually
No, I'm medium. I'm
yeah.
medium. I'm large when I get big, but
it would be very unwise to do that in this space.
It has the caveat that if I can't expand to fill the space, I get the bonuses without getting big.
And as you move down and you see all the roots kind of digging through mud and soil above you, you can sort of see this the underground network of creatures and beetles and worms that make their homes beneath the earth, and themselves kind of winding themselves through this damp soil. The compost smells surround you, and it's not unpleasant under here, but it kind of affirms the way of the forest, if you see what I mean. It's that constant motion of life, death, rot, and decay, and then from that death, life anew.
This feels incredibly dangerous. Do you know, my ancestors used to say they used to come from caves like this. I just feel dirty. I like ice caves. I love ice caves.
That's a point. Erwin, is this the most vegetation that Erwin has seen?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
In one place.
Yeah, too right.
And how is that impacting Erwin's senses? I mean, is
I need a wash.
Yeah.
I'm covered in sweat. Now it's like under the trees was nice. It was cool. Cooler, temperature wise. Dangerous, but temperature wise, it was nice. Now it's like it's gone the other way. It's kind of dark down here and dank and oozy, and there are things in the walls, and
every now and then a little beetle will just kind of flop off the ceiling onto your head, and you get the odd cobweb around you, getting them stuck between horns and stuff.
Yeah.
This is where you get to work out if our boots are watertight.
Why not? Why not? Mine are the weatherproof ones. Mine are great at this.
And gradually,
Maybe. Leave him alone.
and gradually the darkness envelops you, as you inter yourself beneath this fey wood.
This better be worth it.
You have dark vision, Jax, and you have dark vision, Erwin.
I do not.
We do not. We, both me and Charles, do not.
Both me and Charles do not.
Both you and Charles.
You just said both me and Charles do not, as in you.
Well, no, I don't either.
Or do you?
I cannot see 60 feet in darkness. No, I don't. What are you relying on the torch here? Should I go ahead and light it? It's getting rather shady. I can't quite make out things here. Or shall we rely on our companions?
There's stuff all over the floor that you might trip over, so probably a good idea if you can't see to light or something. Or use your magic. You can make the end of it glow. And then you don't set fire to the ceiling.
That's a jolly good idea. Killian, you want me to do the honors? Good.
Sorry, I'm just.
Charles will just put his fingers in the end of the torch. It's like a twisted bit of branch with a splayed end, and pong, it glows, and light begins to fill the tunnel. There are a couple of shocked, scurrying sounds as things kind of dive into burrows and weave themselves back away from the sudden influx of white light that is produced in a halo around Charles Erwin, creating large, long shadows that loom off in this kind of narrow passage. Jax, you've got your eyes to these elves in front. How far are you trailing them at this point?
I'm still not convinced that these guys are on the up and up, so I want the one at the back to be that far away.
Oh, so you're following
Hand grabby.
Yeah. I would like everyone here in the party, could you all make me a dexterity, just a check, because this is just to get through this space easily through these
Dex saving throw.
I don't think it's really a saving throw because nothing is
Okay, dex check. Gotcha.
getting you. I think it's going to be just a check to see how
double digits. I got 11.
I got 20.
Oh, well done, Mr. Erwin.
Sorry, I was reading up on my Patreon thing because I was like, is there anything on there?
Oh,
Aren't you a wormy person full of worms in the thingies?
Yeah. What am I doing?
a dexterity, just check straight.
14.
14. You're okay. Owen's okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Jax, you feel like you're getting too wrapped up in some of these vines, and you actually start blocking the corridor. And then when you start slowing up, Charles actually bumps into you with his wonderful roll of a 3, stumbles, trips, and is down on one knee and kind of takes a like, oh, ouch! I caught my knee on that thing. You know where? Right on the back of it. Oh, which way did Charlie's knees go?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Sit it in the basket at the bottom of the stairs. Go to sleep, please. Thank you.
And he takes he did clonk his knee quite badly, so he takes 2 damage as he does so.
Door. Thank you.
Ouch! Oh, sorry, Jackson. And he kind of uses you to stand back up. And these folks aren't trying to run ahead, but they just naturally move ahead of you. There is a widening gap between you.
Apparently they bend backwards.
Oh, digigrade. Yep.
Oh yeah, so he actually clicked. When he fell, he clicked the back of his knee on it. Oh, I don't like the idea of that. That makes me feel strange.
Like that.
Yeah, well, no, like
your needs would bend how mine do.
well, you know, when you click your knee on something, it's one of those like on the corner of a box.
Oh, like
and
right
it, like
in.
that.
See, I don't know if you have it.
Your patella.
Right in the indenty bit there.
Is that your patella, Matt?
I don't know.
That's your patella, right?
The kneecap. Yeah.
Yeah. Do birds
Right.
have patellas?
I don't know. It's going to go the other way.
Well, that's what happens. That bit of his knee, that bit where you get, are you really smart like that? Really, really quite a nasty knock. And he limps a bit. But yeah, the elves are making. They're making space on you.
Bed now. You're not bed now.
Are you doing bird research?
Like literally. So I'll read you the so structure onto Jenny, an evolution of the patella tendon in emus, Dromaeus nova holidae, and other paleognath birds. The patella kneecap exhibits multiple evolutionary signs in the origins of birds, mammals, and lizards. And yeah, basically the you know, the little blurb at the link when I said do birds have knee patellas. I had to click the link because like I didn't understand about 90% of the words on the in the sentence.
Yeah. That's when you're like, oh, okay. This is a world that this is a weird wormhole. I might have to explore at a later date.
Says the GM.
Kneecaps. The wonderful world of
Who knew?
You know, it's one of those for dummies books that comes out.
This is at the National Library of Medicine, the National Centre for Biotechnology Information.
Nice.
I'm
not sure how necessary it is for this game, but nice.
Well, then we know if Charlie has a kneecap or not.
It'll be relevant at some point.
The vital questions. You know, questions asked at Parliament.
When he gets shot in the knees, like, you know, Skyrim style.
Does he fall forward or fall backwards?
If Charlie gets shot in the knee in a forest and no one's there to hear it,
Do we still laugh?
Does he make us squawk? Yeah. So yeah, you can see these elves are starting to like move. Beyond, you're not out of your sight, but they are nimbly weaving through.
In typical Jack's fashion, I'm more likely to sort of try and pull my way through any kind of obstacles. So there are sort of, you know, unevenness and stuff. I'm more likely to try and sort of, you know,
make it even.
Move it off of the wall.
Let's have a strength athletics as you try and you start slowing down, realize that you're kind of getting clobbered by little protrusions and stuff like that. You're going to like push your way through. So can you make me that check for me? Like a strength athletics, I think.
Back up.
That was pathetically awful roll for Jax. 13.
You it's actually making it worse. The more you charge forwards, the more you're not brushing the ones aside, and you end up with like a big thick root knotted round your arm, and you can see these folks even further vanishing off behind you, and you're blocking the passageway. And Jackson, and then there's Charles there going, no, spin the other way, like no, Jax, no, anti, with a shin.
So Charles is trying to help you while blinding you with a torch.
Yeah, and he's waving that round in front of your dark vision, which is like sending your vision from colour to black and white and grey.
He's tripping on mushrooms. Huh, who knew?
I'm going to shout ahead, hold up!
You see one of them stop and two of them move on. The others will just go ahead.
Hold up!
Yeah.
If you don't all stop, then I'm going to start triggering things.
One of them stops, and you see two of them vanish outside.
Yeah. So I will call again, and if the other two don't stop, I'm gonna, yeah.
No, they don't.
So I will start by triggering my frost rune.
Ooh.
That gives me bonuses to strength and athletics checks and things.
Cool. Let's have that check again for me then, please. We're now with your special ability. You can see Charles in front of you. He has Jackson. He's got like this knot of rope knotted root that's going around him, and there's bits of earth starting to fall down onto Jackson. Everyone's getting covered in bits of soil.
17.
You manage to sort of snap it and starts going off down the corridor. Let's go. Come on, Killian.
And I've got that for 10 minutes. So
yeah, and you kind of see ahead as well. The dim light doesn't quite shed far enough, but you can see that the corridor in front of Jax is empty, and you can just hear the echo of a voice saying, "The others going ahead." And that's
get together.
just want to make sure it's all clear. And you catch up, and you'll catch up with Foss. Miss Sanson says, "All right, it's a bit narrow down here. Sorry, I didn't know you wouldn't be able to. Well, I didn't really think. Don't normally have ones of your size."
I'm gonna basically start pushing them along towards the others.
Whoa! Take it easy.
We need to catch up.
We need to be careful.
I'm gonna carry on.
He's a very slim druid elf, and he's just that when you're hurrying a toddler along, basically, and the body's leaning back, it's like whoa, and the legs are kind of like the wrong way. Can you make me a? You're looking around, but Jackson's quite distracted, so I'm gonna say the two that are me and you, because Owen's right at the back, and
the two that are me and you.
Yeah, me and you.
It was the two that are me and you.
The two that are me and you, Killian Norton. Owen, your vision is obscured by Dragonborn.
Craziness.
So is it Charles, then Killian, then Owen, or
I'm at the back.
Yeah. I think Charles is behind you.
Yeah, then me.
Oh, Charlie boy.
Oh, what am I doing?
Perception, please. Just sort of looking around in this space.
So I had to go deal with child.
Yes. What was it doing?
It was being a pest, as always. Cuddling her chubby dragon money box in bed. I was like,
don't take plastic money boxes to bed.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
So
a percepzione.
Our dragon, you know, wants to sleep on a horse.
That one?
Empty it out and put it on, sleep on top.
Percepzione.
3.
Well, percepzione. You are blinded by the torch of Charles Irwin, and some of that soil maybe has got in your eyes and is causing all kinds of trouble. But Charles notices.
It's what?
It's called. I'm going to cough. Every 5 seconds.
I didn't understand what you said. I was like, what? I thought you said tribal.
Soil is going and maybe getting in your eyes and stuff.
Okay.
And there's dust falling from Jackson's, disturbing the roots and vines and things. Where did it go? Above you, and your beautiful white scales are gradually getting muckier as you go deeper. Soiled scales. And Charles calls out, "I think it's getting bigger in here. You hear? And you start to hear a little bit of a rebound and echo. The deadening leaves and soil, the very texture and nature of this tunnel is changing in its construction. And Jackson, after a little while, you notice this too as you're pushing along this individual, and you kind of feel your boots land onto stone. You can still feel like here and there you'll notice that there's little bits of like blown in leaves and stuff like that, and gathered twigs, and maybe like small nests and things that have been made, and you can notice only the bigger, stronger roots penetrate to here. Would you?
I see any sign of Bracket or Sally.
You can make me a perception, no, make me a tracking.
Oh,
So by survival.
Right. No, 10. I'm
you're
back
doing
in
great.
normal rolling abilities. Yeah.
You see that there is some disturbance in the leaves, but it looks like other things have been in here as well and used this place. You notice like little nesting sites have been made, like maybe some sort of rodent type creatures have been in here making little woven nests out of the drier twigs, and have kind of tucked them away in little nooks to try and make little beds for nests and stuff. You do notice with the 10 though that, like I said, some of the thicker roots do come down here, and you notice one root that you think you might recognize. Can you make me a nature check, please?
Check. I can
Yes.
try. Oh, I rolled a 16, so 19.
You recognize this root, and you know that the very tips of this, if cut, will release a sap, a fine white sap that when dried will create a powder that is incredibly itchy. It's like the perfect liquid for making like a practical joke, basically. Something that was done to young trainee orcs back home. They would be given their fresh sort of garb to start joining up the guard, their training program, and it would be absolutely laced with this stuff, and then they'd be put on a long guard duty where they would have to stand very still for a very long time,
Itching.
surviving this terrible itching. You recognize it because you've been through it, but you've also administered it before as part of your sort of hazing sort of project. But yeah, you could, and you think you could easily nick off a couple of these things and make a portion of it, definitely.
Okay. I'm not at the moment because I'm more worried about finding our two missing elves.
Of course.
But
they're around in this place. You can see them around. Erwin, behind you, you notice that once Jax has passed through, and has brushed his head on the ceiling through all the roots and stuff, that the shower of bugs and insects that drop down upon you, and you have to keep kind of knocking them off you. The ceiling still remains very firm and very stable. And
good. That's what a roof wants to be.
There doesn't seem this is the primary piece of information I want to give you, that it is not a collapsing situation. This place has been here long, and this path has been trodden by beast and humanoid alike for a long time. The rock walls of the cave are picked out in your dark vision and the light from Charles's lantern creates these very flat, angular surfaces as you start walking through this next area of the cave, and these great big roots that are easy to brush aside. They're not at all grasping or clinging to you as you move through this next space. But you can sense just by your footfalls that the echo begins, and the elf in front of you, Foss, starts kind of pushing back on you. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down.
Why?
There's a drop. There's a drop in a minute. Please slow down, slow down. We don't want to miss it.
I'll make sure you don't fall.
And you're still pushing along.
We can see it from the back. Goes. We can see in the dark.
Yes, but you're friends with it. I suppose they have the torch. Okay, just take it easy, because it's not always obvious what it is. And it is very abrupt that you come across it. And you see,
I'm going to be sort of effectively holding the scruff of his jacket. So, you know, if he does fall, I'll catch him.
Yeah.
Or you'll have a new coat.
Back half of a coat.
You come to a very abrupt drop. There is a circular drop that goes down into the earth. It has a slightly domed roof that goes up into like a finer crack, and maybe a split of sunlight comes through from far up ahead, somewhere unclimbable too.
So are we going down there?
Great deal of struggle. Sorry?
Are we going down there?
Yeah. There's a ladder. If we edge out round the edge there, can you make it out? And he points, and you notice that there is a root woven ladder that is attached to the side wall, and then it's extended with dried roots that go down.
Okay.
That looks unsafe.
Any sign of elves climbing down this or at the bottom?
If you look down, you do see them beginning to climb down.
Okay.
And they kind of call up all clear, come on.
Okay.
Sometimes there's Frost turns to you and says, sometimes there's creatures what get in here, or they come up from below. It's not always like a safe place to be. Creatures from the Underdark are down here. Sometimes beasts from above come and nest in these tunnels.
Okay. When we start heading round, I'm going to turn to Charlie and say, can you just fly down there and like keep them company?
Yes, of course I will. Killian, do you have another torch, Jax?
Rummage in my backpack. I believe I have 10. I think that's what you start with. And maybe I use 9. Maybe I have 9 because I think I used one and threw it at someone.
I think Charles might even have one.
I have 8, so I've set fire to 2 and thrown them at people several times.
Yeah, how you do, you know.
Than I remember.
I have a hooded lantern, which I'm surprised by.
I've got a lantern as well because
Charles has got one. Charles will take one of his own out. Thanks for the loan, Jess, but I had my own.
Yeah, I got me.
And he lights one of his, and begins to kind of gently circle down this space. And you're proceeding after. You're going to have to go quite slow. This rope ladder looks not the safest of.
Do you guys want to go down first? I would suggest that Erwin goes down first because you're the smallest and the lightest.
Yes.
And Killian and then me.
Excellent point. I'll scurry through their legs, get to the ladder, and make light work of the ladder.
Okay. As you move down, and the elves move down, the echoing within the space reverberates in a strange way, and you suddenly hear one of the elves cries out.
Get him, lads.
And you see that they are. Oh, Charlie was seeing cry out, Oh my gosh! It's got him! And then the other elf cries out, and it's got him as well. And then they're gonna... yeah, that's what you see, and you can sort of see Charles coming down, and Owen, you're following down the ladder as well.
Yep, I'll do it at speed.
Yeah, and everybody starts shimmering down the ladder, sort of one hand
Well,
on the ladder.
I'm gonna see if I can see what's going on down there because I'm still not sure that this thing looks structurally sound enough to take all of our weight.
Yeah.
And Jax is probably going to be way more than at least two of the other people.
At the very edge of your dark vision, Jax, what you make out behind the circling Charlie, and Owen you see quite easily as you're some more way down, and Killian, you might just see kind of like this, something kind of
What, like a tentacle?
Yeah, like a tentacle in the dark, and you see that both of the elves from Marmiala are bound in a tentacle and have been ripped from the rope ladder and are being pulled towards one of the walls.
Cool. How do you attune a magical item quickly?
Takes a short.
Short rest.
That's unfortunate.
What are you trying to do?
Well, I got a potentially cursed ring of feather falling, which technically was a gift for you. I'm thinking.
I like the fact it's potentially cursed.
That's the notes. Ring of feather falling, potentially cursed.
I love how we don't trust anything that you give us in this game. We're like,
no, I want to say the guy gave me a cheap because it could be potentially cursed. So I got a discount on it because it might be cursed. It was expensive.
What would you like to do?
Well, I can't do the ring, so I'll just
for initiative, really.
Yeah, okay. Because I'm going to leap over and try and free.
Let's have a roll for initiative, folks. We'll go. This is.
Oh yeah.
Critter.
I like how fast you are.
Charlie.
No, I'm doing critter first.
You're in double digits.
I am.
See, told you there were tentacle things down. The more trying to stop us.
I am surprised.
That's more like it, Charles.
That's Charlie. That's got to be Charlie.
That is more like it, Charles.
What did Charlie get?
Natural 1.
Do you want to?
Yeah. I've got to quickly roll for these dudes.
To be honest, I'm not particularly worried because they could turn into earth elementals.
Yeah. Oh no, they got me. I weigh 17 tons. Whoever's in that wall is coming out or letting go. Yeah, you're not wrong. They got me. They got us. Boulder.
Why are you so big?
Okay. You, Killian, what do you get?
I don't know. I haven't rolled yet.
Okay. What did you get, Owen?
11.
Yeah, and what about Jax?
Jack's got a 5.
Oh, 5.
Kicking ass and taking names up, man.
I got 5 too.
I think
52.
5-2.
Also.
What is your next score? Just your strap deck. What's yours, Jax?
Mine is 13, I believe. 13.
The nap. Mine's 30.
Rollies. D20 rollies off. 7.
4.
So,
we're doing as well as each other tonight.
Jax.
You guys are amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And this is kills.
Wait, do you know what is amazing? Do you know what is amazing? Can I just quickly
You need a new friend.
Ooh. Where did
Did
you
you-
get that?
That's 3D printed.
Looks injection molded, actually. That is very cool. Sainsbury's.
In the Halloween section.
That's
The
cool.
last one, and I got overly excited when I saw it.
Oh, that's totally fair.
Yeah. Sorry, had to. I got very excited when I saw it.
Okay. So
You
Um,
stay there.
you see that Brachier is pulled towards the wall edge, and somehow he manages to brace himself with a quarterstaff against the wall, and you can hear this sudden sound, like stone smashing against stone, and he gasps out loud. He goes, "Oh my god!" And then coming down. How far behind were you, Erwin?
I don't know.
Do you think?
No, I was going pretty quickly. It's like, mostly do my best to slide down the ladder and rung by rung.
Okay.
Nimble guy. But I don't know how far ahead they were for me to be how close I got. I didn't just leap off the edge.
No. So they were within range of
It was an option, but apparently
so they were going to be within, as you're traveling down. I'd say probably about 40 feet away. So could you please make me a
No.
Sorry. Oh no, I need to make an attack roll against you.
Yes, me. Okay.
14.
No.
Okay. You see out of the darkness and from the wall a tendril come round up to you and just tries to kind of wrap itself around you. How did you wiggle out of it? How did it miss you?
I let go and just fall and then catch myself.
Ah, yeah. So it goes to the ladder and kind of wraps around, shakes the ladder, Killian. The ladder wiggles a bit as the thing holds you. Can you make me a deck save, please?
This is going to be the most Jax thing ever.
You're going to go big and just slide down the hole.
No, it depends on how big the hole is and how deep it looks. We'll get there in a minute when we get to the low end fives. We'll see.
I only scraped. I'm going to be hanging out. I'm going to be scraped off the wall like a barnacle, aren't I?
18.
As much as the ladder shakes and is kind of squished together by this tentacle that then like retracts, you manage to hold on. But then you see another one come for you. Can you make me another deck save, please? Another one of these wiggling tentacles comes out of you.
Wiggle.
8. Oh no, wrong. You don't make a save against it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I have to roll.
It's an attack. It's an attack.
It's an attack. So that is an 18.
Mm.
Just on. Round you.
You have a reaction beam.
You.
Do I?
I don't know if you do, but there is a spell that is very good if things only just hit you as a caster.
On your actions.
I don't know if you got it.
So you.
Let's see, you got it. Bonus action reactions.
That one.
Yeah. Hellish rebuke.
What's hellish?
Well, no, that wasn't what I was thinking. I mean, that'll probably piss it off as well, but you shield because that increases your armor class for a second.
Oh yeah, you got shield as well, I think. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you could avoid getting hit by creating a magical barrier for you for a second.
Yeah.
A big old nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you see it come towards you, just in front of you. You need to tick off your spell slot for it, please. Slot. You spell slot for it.
Schlat.
Wow.
And
Oh, Jim's drunk. Bastard.
Oh, it misses Charlie also. But yeah, there's kind of the pit is now basically full of these
That makes my life better. I'm good with that.
wiggling things in the space. And yeah, you see that the ones that are grappled are pulled right off of the rope and towards the wall, towards basically what appears to be like it's weird. You probably wouldn't have even noticed it if you'd been just climbing down and it wasn't now protruding and sending out stop. I don't know why I do it. Tentacles.
Yeah, I can't. Oh,
He's holding his pen in his toes.
that's a good idea. Totally fine.
He does it every time, and every time
Yeah.
I catch him doing it, I have to take a photo because it's just like
it's just
You
like
do
because
it
I'm
without
describing with my hands and then
Yeah,
like
so yeah.
the thing
Yeah,
is, though, the
perfect.
grip your toes have on that pen, it's kind of freaky.
look. I'm just trying to get back to nature.
I know. Sorry. Go.
Okay.
Apparently, you are a monkey.
Yeah. So I'm a pretty ape. Nirvana song.
No.
And you see these guys get pulled towards the edge. Owen, it is your turn as you slid down this ladder, and what you actually see is basically like a if you've been thinking about it, stalagmites don't work that way because
No,
it's going out of the wall.
Yep.
And you can see this big spike, basically. It's a large protrusion sticking straight out of the wall. And you make out a large, red, angry-looking eye. And
Excellent.
A big set
I'm
of
going to leap towards the eye with a big old psychic dagger. I'm going to go stab
into space. You're going to
Yep,
jump
leap
off.
into the space.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do it. I love it.
Oh, you got no choice in the matter. I have done it. Now see whether or not I actually get to where I'm going. Okay, attack.
Speed.
Okay. All right, let's roll this bad boy. That's the one. 17 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Oh shit.
Okay, well, second attack as I go swinging past. Natural 20. 27 in total. Swing,
Yes.
miss, the other one.
Yeah. The second one.
Do you want
All right, yeah, so
The second
yeah,
one. Yes.
yeah, with advantage.
I've just got to do a really horrible cough, if that's all right. Yeah.
Okay, let's roll this.
I got a sip of coffee right here.
You sure? Try and be disgusting. I will smack the back of your head.
In terms of logistics of it, is any one of us within 5 foot of Owen and his thing?
5 foot. Yeah, well, you've got allies within 5 foot of the thing.
Woo!
Massively multiplies up Owen's damage, you see.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Okay,
Well,
that's sneak attack, shall I?
the ally is restrained.
Restrained, that may not cut it then. Hang on a second.
Oh, okay.
I mean, speed comes 0. Attack rolls have advantage in the creature attack. No, they can still attack. They can just attack at disadvantage, so that shouldn't make any difference.
Excellent, fantastic.
I was going to say, I don't think it.
It's the other one, isn't it? What's it?
I need a GM. Am I critical damaging my attack roll?
You can quit your attack roll and you can do your sneak.
Yep, okay. That's a lot of dice.
I don't.
In total, 33 points of damage
Woo!
with my secondary attack.
Nice.
You just because I want to let you know that was incredible. But now
I'm hanging off the edge on top of a creature.
yeah, are you like on the psychic dagger hanging out of this creature at the moment?
Yeah, hanging out with his eyeball, essentially.
Yeah, you managed like because the first attack didn't quite go to plan.
Yeah, no, exactly.
The first one didn't hit the eyeball, but you managed to make a purchase somewhere down near this part. Basically, you've given this thing an even bigger maw and kind of cut down the side of its face, and slowly it comes to a stop, and you hit something hard, bone or some sort of.
Well, I'm going to maintain my psychic attack and see what happens. But secondly, I'll probably be making a upwards shiv sort of thing. Give a
What
chin
did
stab. And
Chelsea
then,
frown.
yeah.
Yeah, like a lopsided. It's a Chelsea frown. You've done
I was just like,
a Chelsea Piero the clown.
I was thinking, why so serious?
Yes.
but I
Just
knew
put a
that's what it
smile
was. I can't remember what they called it.
Like, what was the one for the first one? Like my plastic surgeon always said, keep a smile on my face from when it was a Batman. Yeah, the Batman.
Yeah, the original one, yeah. With Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson? Yeah, Jack Nicholson, isn't it? Yeah. I think
The classic Batman's when the villains were far more interesting than the actual Batman. In fact, it's always been that way.
Yeah.
Batman's always been the least interesting thing in his movies.
Oh yeah. But like that's why I like the new Joker, like with Joaquin Phoenix, because it's just
I like him too.
he's just like absolutely terrifying because he's just removed from his mind from reality. I love how like he's like yeah, just nuts. It's just horrible.
From Joker, I mean Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
Is that what I said? What did I say?
Because you got
yeah,
you got
Joker.
what? Yeah, the movie Joker had Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, cool. And then you obviously had Jared Leto's other Joker was running around.
Oh, I didn't like that.
Oh, from
I like that too. I liked him too. The Joker's so multi-fractured. He's if you've ever read the comics, he has been many things. So
I just didn't like how he was portrayed. I know he has been portrayed like that in the comics as well, but
yeah,
I didn't like that as much as I liked the kind of
the thing
creaky
is,
rapping thing.
having Jared Leto as Joker in Suicide Squad almost sexualized the Joker. Do you know what I mean?
Well, he's always been a bit of a sex symbol, isn't he? As well, like he's always got like. No. This is
he was always manipulative. Kind of point. Anyway.
Next up in this thing is Starly. Starly will use his action to and force his way into a.
I thought you were going to hit me in the head then, because you're
shape himself into an earth elemental. And he makes himself, obviously he increases in size and girth, but now he must make a save to get out of this tentacle. It is not good. Even as it expands, it seems that the elasticness of these tentacles are more stretchy than one might have assumed, and it still holds him fast within this this tentacle. So he will try and make a. Does he do it at the end of his turn, or does he use his action to do this?
Normally, escaping is an action.
Yeah, I think it is an action.
But I mean, restrained is just a 0 movement, and that's
Yeah.
You have disadvantage, and you can't do well on dex saves.
Yeah, I think because the escape says DC 15, so I'm thinking that's going to be the action to try and escape.
Yeah. So if
But
you
he
take
also-
you make a DC 15
Yeah. So
acrobatics.
it kind of does. I'm going to say it's
Awkward.
probably at the same time as he kind of transforms as well, and pushes his way out. It does not go ahead. Killian, it is your turn.
right. So
You're on the rope.
I was going to say I'm still up the ladder thing, you know.
Yeah. You can just. You've got. Well, your situation is quite difficult, Killian, because you're hanging on a rope. In one hand, you've got a torch.
See, Killian would have either Killian being Killian would have probably put the torch sideways like in his mouth holder.
Oh yeah, okay, I like this. Like great big, like drooly dragonborn tongue, like when when you hold something in your mouth for too long.
I don't think Killian drools so much as like permanently frosts in case he's thinking ice.
Okay, yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that better.
Just Killian drooling, and then I was like, what would make Killian actually drool? And then I was
Everything,
That's
everything. There's a worm inside you. It's always hungry.
I see noodles.
There's Killian thinking, calamari.
This is going to say this is going to taste great with ranch dressing.
I'm on the ladder with two hands,
Yes,
so I can still see.
you can see. Yeah, you can see in dim light, in like down below. You see, if you move closer, you can get a proper attack on this thing.
Okay, so
At this range, I'm going to say if you're making a ranged spell, it's going to be at disadvantage because it's in obscured.
So how much closer would I have to?
Not far. Your light's nearly picking it out. You can see these tentacles
Okay.
coming up from wherever it is, but the main body of the thing you think is lower, and you can hear screaming from that area as well, and the sounds of battle, and the kind of sound as Erwin is now sliced down its face.
Kind of helps. So can I do a sorry right, okay. Can I do that? I will do that.
You can do that.
Are you
Oh
joking?
no, Killian Norn. First attack roll. Okay. What's over your other one? Oh, Killian Norn. Oh my word. Ladies and gentlemen, we have
around and go splat.
we have a double natural 1.
That's new.
The thing is, the first one was on 19 and then went meh.
Okay, can you
What
roll
did
me
you go?
2d100? We're going to see what happens with your stuff.
PD100s.
Do you want to get the big D100? Are you happy?
Yeah, where is it?
To...
Dice bag.
Big dice bag.
Go, 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 go. I need to get my own D100s, really, don't I?
A big bar.
Maybe that's what you can get me for my birthday. That and the frog dungaree. Frog dungaree.
This one first.
Frog dungaree. That wasn't really a roll. That was just like a bit.
Oh, that's a high number. That's normally bad.
20.
Okay. Oh no. Okay.
Oh no.
And roll it again.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, really? Did you have to do that?
Well, rolling it last time didn't really work. So I did spin it. 16.
Okay. Roll 1d4. Okay, in 2 rounds' time, your spell goes off. It's kind of stuck. You got magical constipation.
Wow. That's a new one.
So yeah, it's going to go off whatever you try to cast, but not yet. So tick off your spell slot, like you'd cast it.
Okay.
And you only use one, but it's for the 2 blasts, right? Isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it's a cantrip.
Oh, it's a cantrip. Okay, yeah. So you don't need to tick off any spell slots, but so yeah, it's stuck. So it will go off, not just yet. The other effect that happened is when you got magically constipated, is you've stunned yourself So that means you automatically fail any dex or strength checks that go forward. So you've kind of gone and you've strained so hard.
I think
How does this play out on Killian's face?
I think Killian might have wheat intolerance.
Wheat intolerance. Oh no, he's allergic to shellfish and the calamari. The calamari's going at him, and he's like, oh, anaphylactic shock, and all your gills are all swelling up, your little fronds down here.
Gills!
You know, like your little frondy bits, like down here, like these little bits. They're all getting like, they're starting to get itchy.
That's how he ends up when he realises he can't have wheat.
Yeah, you got itchy fronds.
No croissants.
Oh no, gluten-free croissants for you only. I don't think that can be a good thing.
No.
Okay, so Jax, you notice Killian reach out with a hand and just kind of make this kind of sound. Is that how?
There's a new one. All right, hang on, it's coming.
You do your eyes cross as you do it, like attack more cross eyes.
Not just that. You see, the
Your little flappers.
yeah, they kind of go.
Yeah.
Is this the equivalent of your hair standing on there? They're like,
Okay, cool. Jackson, is your
okay, so from where I am, can I see tentacles? Big wall tentacles.
you can. They are in combat. They are moving around.
Okay,
Estimate that they have a range of about 50 feet from what
that's
you've
what
seen.
I think then. So, in Jack's fashion, I would like to trigger a second rune, and I would like to trigger a hill rune, because this may go horribly wrong, and there is a fair possibility it will, and that's my mitigating circumstances option. And then I would like to find the densest concentration of tentacle roots, so closest to the wall,
Yes.
and I would like to dive at it and grab it.
Okay. So you're going to make a strength athletics to do this, okay? Like as if you're going to make a grapple.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, because you can't immediately see the target clearly, you're going to do this at disadvantage.
Okay, so flat. 24.
24. It is unaware of you coming, so it is also surprised. So it probably would fail it, but you're high enough to grab that, I think.
So yeah, basically I want to dive off, grab it close to the wall. So I'm gonna sort of hold on to it. So I'm
Yes.
the grapply thing.
Yes, you're now wrapped around a flailing tentacle protrusion from the wall with an angry glowing eye.
Angry glowing.
Angry glowing. Yes.
And then I would like an action surge to another thing.
Yeah.
And then I would like to brace my feet on the wall and start trying to pull the tentacle thing, whatever it's attached to in the wall, through the one little hole.
So you're putting your feet on the wall.
So basically I've got a big tentacly thing.
Yeah.
Put my feet on the wall and basically try and pull either the tentacle off, but ideally whatever attached to the tentacle through the little hole.
Through the little hole. Sorry, I don't mean what you mean from through the little hole. Sorry.
So well, the tentacle reaches in through the wall, yeah.
It's part of the wall. There's like a thing sticking out of the wall, and the tentacles are coming out of that, like a stallion coming out of the wall.
Okay, in that case, I'm probably trying to pull the tentacle off of that.
Okay, cool. Yes, you may do that. Please roll me a. I'm gonna, because it's easier to do it this way. I'm gonna say it's an attack roll, please.
What sort of attack roll?
I
mean,
It's
it's just an unarmed strike?
unarmed. I think it's going to be an unarmed strike to try and pull it off. Yes.
So the first one was an 11.
Oh, no, sorry. Or you can make a strength check against it. Actually, there is actually a mechanic for it. So change that, scrap that.
As in just pure strength,
It
or
says just a strength check. Yes.
just a strength check. That was shockingly bad. So 12.
You pull against it. You hear it cracking, but doesn't come away.
It's fine. I will keep trying to do that for a bit.
Okay, so you're hanging on the creature.
I'm grappling their thing.
Okay, Brakir is going to do the same as his cousin, and he will try and shift himself into this bigger form. Turns into this this rock creature, and he is still grappled. So now there are two these earth elementals, because it's a dex check. It's not great for being an earth elemental, but they do have more hit points now to be destroyed at. And they both shape, the tentacles stretch and push out.
Air or water and just sort of disappeared.
Yeah, just put the tentacles like this. And they are going to be Charlie's. They are going to be Charlie's turn. So Charlie will cast. What is he going to do? He's going to swoop past Jax,
who just flew past him.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that going around.
No, actually, as you drop, Charlie just like high fives you, and he's going to give you guidance as you
fly by guidance.
like high five guidance. So like,
I love it.
As you drop past him, and then he is going to he's going to cast as his bonus action.
Spiritual weapon?
I was thinking hex in it.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah, it works.
From checks.
Yeah. So it is going to he's going to hex the creature, and it's going to be on strength. So against any grapples, hex on that. And so that's his spell. Boop. And then he will try and make like a sweeping pass as he flies. So he's probably going to end up with an attack of opportunity, but he doesn't really want to get too. No, he's going to make a range. No action. Yeah, he can do a ranged attack. So he's going to.
No, you guidance.
Oh, guidance was his action.
Action and bonus.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he's going to stop there. He'll just kind of be levitating, and he'll say, "Put them down, you blasted thing!" And you're nothing but a Killian's next supper, and that's his hex. That's how he hexes him. We're around to the top of the round, which begins with Erwin. Erwin, you're hanging above a undefined as yet precipice attached to a creature's mouth by
Cool.
a dagger. Your mind is the only thing holding you above a drop.
But my mind is just like a steel trap. I am perfectly fine with this.
Oh no! Now you've said that.
Watch me fail. Watch me use all my luck points. So I'm going to still hanging on this. I'm only making one attack because this one's occupied, holding me attached. I'm going to take my other hand, my dagger, make it as big as I can, and then basically, which doesn't actually change anything, just make it look big. Basically, then going to stiletto up from underneath and try and find a brain or some sort of spinal column or something.
Yeah, you're trying to find a nervous system to attack. Let's have it.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to roll it. Does 22 hit?
Yeah, it hits.
Good, I like that when it hits. Who knew?
Oh, good, John.
I am. Okay, I'm going to add Fury of the Small to this.
And you get your you got allies, and you get the other damage as well.
Oh, do I? Nice. So that's going to be 8, 16, 21.
John, you're hitting like a
Train.
train, man. That's amazing. Yeah. Okay, so yeah.
Adding 4d6 to an attack will do that to you, though. It's like,
John, you've done your maths wrong.
oh, what do I do?
8 plus 15 is 23, and your small Fury of the Small adds something else.
8.
So 31.
Yeah, 31. Really?
13.
15, 8 plus 15 is
23. Plus
23.
8 is
Yeah,
30.
okay, yeah. 31. My bad.
Okay. Yeah. That hurts. That hurts the creature a lot. It kind of reels. The tentacles have another kind of a flailing moment around you.
Nice.
It is.
I'm looking forward to using luck. Come on, try it.
Oh no, actually it was his turn first, wasn't it? It didn't do its turn. So yeah, Erwin, you get another hit in on it. It will try and bite one of these creatures. Yes, it pulls in Stally again. Stally's staff move that he did last time to kind of fend it off does not go to plan, and it gets a good chomp onto Stally's legs as he tries to kick the thing away. Stally takes.
Isn't one of them still a big earth elemental?
Yeah. They're both earth elementals.
Yeah.
2, 7, 13, 17, 21
Nice.
piercing damage.
Not for him, though.
Halved, so it takes 7 damage.
21 halved is going to be 10.
17 half.
17. I thought you said 21. Okay,
Yeah,
you
you
know.
said 21.
Oh yeah, 21 with the thing.
10.
Yeah, 10 damage on Stally's like rock legs. Yeah, so it's not taking as much of a bite against this thing. Looks around a little bit and then starts dragging everyone else closer towards it. It pulls like the other earth elemental right up to it and holds it to its glaring eye, and decides that this is not the thing for it. This is not the morsel. This is not the morsel.
This doesn't taste so good.
Yeah, it lets go of both the earth elementals,
Cool.
and they fall.
God, I'm waiting to see what Jackson does.
I'm going to do the same as I did last round, but I'm just going to grow big before I pull it off.
Yeah.
I only had one bonus action, and I needed to use that. In case I missed horribly and plummeted, taking half damage from bludgeoning is quite useful.
Yeah, and they fall into the darkness below you folks. You can just about from here make out
The dull crunch.
you would see the bottom. So would Erwin. They crunch into the floor below.
Ooh, that's gonna sting.
About 40 feet down.
Yeah, it's gonna sting a bit, I think.
Yeah. But their rock-like forms kind of pummel into the ground, and they kind of, you can hear like a light groaning sound from each of them as they smash into the floor.
A light groaning sound as they smash into the
They're
floor.
rock guys. They just go like,
I love that. Yeah, it is
you
quite
know when
funny.
you like fall out of bed.
I don't crash into the ground when I fall out of bed. Surprisingly, I don't know why. It's just a thing that happens.
What you
Or
and you're not
doesn't.
also made of stone.
It's just
You're not
very
also
true.
yeah. They
Can't
get
fault you for that
themselves
one.
up.
Your logic's perfect.
Well,
They get up, look up, and you see them in their rock form sort of test the ladder,
Mhm.
then shrug.
Don't worry, we've got this. I say.
And you hear this kind of sound of like chortling. No, it's more like it's like hearing like a landslide, but imagine that's happening inside someone's mouth. Like like grinding rocks and stuff.
like a
Did they actually say anything useful? Because I can speak primordial.
Yeah.
Oh, they said we don't think the ladder will take our weight. In
In Terran, I'm assuming.
then we got Mr. Norn.
He's
Mr.
constipated.
I still can't say it.
Your magic hasn't gone off yet. You are stunned for how long did it say you were stunned for?
I thought you said while you were casting it was done.
Cast was stunned for 1d4 rounds. Yeah, you're stunned. So
what does that?
You don't get a go. It's
You're
misinterpreted.
just basically like reeling on the ladder, just barely holding on, like your torch is slipping out in your mouth.
Oh.
Is there anything you really can't do nothing? No. So you skip you and go to checks.
So I would like to bonus action get big,
Oh Jesus!
Okay.
and then try and pull the rock thing off out of the rock wall.
Okay, so this is going to be a grapple.
Well, I'm already grappling it.
So strength.
Yeah, I'm happy to roll a strength athletics if you want.
I think it's going to be a strength athletics check to pull it away from the wall. However, it is adhered.
That's
okay.
Fine. So
It has disadvantage because it is. Oh no, it's a check, isn't it? Strength athletics.
28.
Strength athletics.
Yeah, because it's a check.
Yeah.
He would have disadvantage on it. My creature would have a disadvantage on it. You manage to pull off whatever you want to do. You hear this sickly kind of almost like sellotape peeling sound. Yes. And you're in freefall.
If I can, as much as I can, I would like to land on the thing I pulled off the wall so I get a soft landing.
Okay. So you're tumbling in midair and you begin to fall down this shaft. Oh, and you are also attached to this thing.
Yes, I am.
And you begin to fall. I'm going to make each of you make a dexterity saving throw to try and maneuver yourself to the optimum space in this fall.
Okay.
Please.
I'm going to roll on you. I'm going to spend a luck point. Oh, that was not a bad roll. I get to roll 2.
21. Did you want to spend?
I do. I've got 3 of them. I guess.
I'm thinking a 21 is going to get you pretty good, unless you roll a natural 20.
I'll take the 21.
Yeah.
And I got a 20.
You managed to turn yourself around, so you're only going to take half of this damage as you fall, and you're going to use the thing as a cushion.
And I'm going to basically stab the wall and just slide down the wall. Errol Flynn style.
16, 20,
Mhm.
25, 26, 20, 30, 31 bludgeoning damage as you fall
And I take half because I get to land
down
on
the
the
shaft.
thing.
So
And I'm
yeah,
resistant, so I take 7.
so you take I'm gonna say 15, John.
15.
Yeah, because you're kind of moved yourself round on this creature to fall down the shaft and slam into the bottom.
I think I can half that.
Again. Oh yeah.
It's not an attack roll.
Okay, fair enough.
It was a deck save, so you technically take none.
Yeah, I think none.
If you want
Yeah, because you're
and
roguey.
you take in any deck save where you can save for half, you actually save for none.
That's right. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, there you go.
You take
He
no.
lands quite happily.
You basically just like you
Well,
climb on.
I'm expecting I just leap off, grab, like, stick my psychic daggers into the wall, and Errol Flynn my way to the ground.
And then as you get to the bottom, like Jack's like the creature lands, Jack's lands, and you just go on top of it.
I step onto Jax's back, onto the monster, and just step down like steps.
Be honest, I'm half expecting this monster to have gone. Jack lands on it.
It's not very well.
It lands, it looks up. Why are you?
It is like it is like that. Like I think when it lands, Jax lands, and it kind of has a moment where it's still alive at Jax, and you can see this roiling eye and these tentacles, and as you fall onto it,
you just see the eye like focusing and goes, ooh.
It's just calamari tentacles splattered all across the chamber down the bottom. And I just have visions of the nice two rockman druids just sort of covered in goo.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just smeared. It's got to be bright purple in it, so it's like silly colours.
Metal and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Imagine that, but on like crayons. So it goes.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what
a hydraulic. It's that Russian hydraulic press channel thing. You know, to.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like the thing, you get them and they like crush like glass and like metal cans and stuff like that. But imagine it on like crayons, right? Just go.
Yeah, say the hydraulic press channel did a one where they had basically a cylinder. They filled it with Play-Doh, and they had a hydraulic press hit it. It was crazy. It came out in streamers. It's like whee.
I need to see this.
You see some of the element or the creature on the wall, the roper actually hits the two elementals as it falls down. They take some bludgeoning damage as it falls. On the fall, can you, Killian, Nolan, please roll me a d20 and choose odds or evens, please.
Oh.
Okay. The rope ladder survives despite all the thrashing of tentacles and oh, here we go.
It is a 3-minute long video, so I might.
Yeah,
send it me. Send it me.
Send it me.
Send it me.
So yeah,
I don't know where that accent came from.
No, it's impressive. I like it. So
me.
with the tentacles somehow slashed and scratched down the entire wall. You saw your friends drop down, and Charles swoops down like, "Oh my gosh, Jackson Irwin!" And he swoops down and just sees casually Irwin stepping off of Jackson, off of these flesh mounds.
Yep, that must be.
It's going.
It's moving really, really slowly.
I need to see this.
And he's like, "Oh, well, that was unpleasant. Is everybody okay?"
Hey, fine, thank you.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
fine.
That's exciting. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
That. Oh.
Play-Doh Fun Factory like extreme.
Pretty much.
The Roper edition.
The Roper edition.
Yeah.
Oh my god, why don't they make that? D&D Beyond Play-Doh stuff. They could like. I mean, Wizard of the Coast are missing out here. Seriously, like.
To do the mold, did you just sort of?
Yeah.
Because you kill it at the end of the thing.
It's brilliant.
Right.
That's it. Play-Doh molds for making your minis. You make them out of Play-Doh.
You
You make
really,
any
and then
mini
you
you
get to
want.
squish it.
Yeah, you get to squash it.
Mate, can we imagine like
This is the future. I figured it out. Matt,
Why
we're making
why are we?
It's a $1
Why,
billion idea. Why aren't you making it?
yeah, why are we letting D&D Beyond? do
John,
it?
you've got the 3D printer. Matt's got
I
the idea.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, so the combat is over. Well done, everybody. You gain some experience points
did great.
from this, yeah. Oh, and all of a sudden,
No,
oh my God,
no,
2 beams of Eldritch light shoot down the corridor.
Oh,
I'm not gonna say anything.
Just all of a sudden, there's like into the
we made
meat
it!
around
Woo!
you.
What the hell? Showered in crap. Sales. What the fuck?
You know when you're not well. See, I don't know if you get this, right? As a woman, anyway, when you're not well and you sneeze, you don't know if you're gonna wee or not, right?
That's a new way of putting it. What the?
Right? Is it like that? Like, Killian, like.
I think you certainly feel relieved, Killian, as this magical constipation is reaches its fruition.
Is it like he sneezes and suddenly it comes out?
Yeah, and then just some of the dead meat explodes with like necrotic energy around the people at the bottom of the thing. Like,
You see, I'm now refining the idea because instead of using Play-Doh to make your little D&D minis with your models, you kind of use fondant-y marzipan-y type stuff, and then you get to eat them at the end of the combat.
So,
The wants to eat you.
what did you find the other day that somebody had made? You showed me it a couple of weeks ago. Can you remember? The Warhammer Sassy Nurgling.
oh, someone made a sassy nurgling cake.
Yeah,
That was good.
like, but Warhammer, not
Yeah.
Warhammer, D&D minis.
Yeah, they're cake minis, cake pop minis. That's it.
No, I'm not doing it.
Maybe she is.
You have to make a classic fragment scene for my next birthday cake.
That's quite a birthday cake. Good luck with that.
Look at that sassy.
Oh,
Yeah.
God
nurgling.
damn it.
I love that guy.
Now,
So
the
I've
thing is-
got him.
Ali is obsessed with Sassy Nurgling and she wants him
Sassy
as the
Nurgling.
birthday cake. And I was like, no, it's not happening.
I've made him the best base. I've spent so much time making the base. I'm too scared to paint it. It's like a mushroom with all these corpses round in like a corpse garden, and I haven't even taken Sassy Nurgling off the sprue to begin painting him. So I'm so excited to paint him. But
Every time you're like,
yeah,
I'm
I
like, just paint him. I'm scared.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin it because
Like,
it's like ridiculous.
guy.
It's like £17. It's £17 for that mini, and I only wanted it for just a little Nurgling on his base. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
it's not
so
always
yeah,
expensive.
you're at the bottom of the corridor and you hear the grumbling of these two rock creatures. When Charles asks, "Is everyone okay?" one of them basically says, "I just had a several ton stone monster fall on my head, including Jackson. It was unpleasant. Only you understand." And Charlie just looks confounded. "Oh, well, as long as everybody's okay." Would you like to take a quick break here, folks? And we are at
Sure.
9 o'clock, and we'll take a quick break, and we'll do some more afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome back, Fragments. Can't complain very much. More, you're yawning already.
I know, that was a big yawn.
That was a big yawn.
Sorry.
Big and all. Big and all.
Warning, big yawn incoming.
I know.
Giant pudding person.
What?
He's a giant pudding person.
I didn't. You distorted.
Oh, giant pudding person. Is this what they grow to, like full size?
Oh.
I don't know.
Sure.
Well,
Charlie rolled very well on his nature check, No, Jackson. I believe this is a creature of the Underdark. I don't think this is at all a pudding-based phenomenon.
Are you sure?
That's worrying.
I would like to get the orb out and hold it out to Owen and Killian so they can unlock it.
I kind of.
Okay, I'm just going to turn to the three of them and be like, look that way.
Do they?
What are you doing? What is that thing? Yeah,
Just
what's
look
that?
that way.
That looks very magical to me.
Um,
Yeah. That looks like some sort of is that a what is that?
Just look that way.
And when Jackson says again, just look that way.
Yeah.
Can I point to my foot and then my ear?
What, where you got anaphylactic shock from the shellfish?
No,
What? Have your feet swollen?
no. As in, if you don't turn around, your foot's going to end up through your ear like your friends did.
Yeah, it's like your foot, your head.
They don't. There's no intimidation check needed once they
Look-
they
they're
like,
looking at
what?
oh.
They do what I did, like. What? And even the rock guys turn around,
And they will probably hear another hand slap to forehead. Like, actually did it. Okay. Yeah, I get the key. I get the key off of Killian, put it together, and unlock it.
I just want to do a sort of a hold it over it and see if I can like extract any pink crystal things from big tentacle monster.
Just in case.
No.
Oh,
No eldritch magic from the pink crystals is here. It's his own form of eldritch. It's your common
Common garden horror.
common garden eldritch horror. This is not. This is just
Homegrown.
Yeah, this is not extraterrestrial space crystal eldritch horror.
this is like your Audi Eldritch horror, not your M&S Eldritch horror.
That's what I'm talking about.
Love
This
it.
is
Love it.
This one doesn't come.
I thought you said Audi, and then was like, what was your comparison going to
An
be?
Aldi horror.
An Audi.
This is my little terrors.
Space terror, like sort of, NASA.
No, I was thinking like it's not just any.
Yeah.
This is an M&S. That's where my brain went to. Like,
This isn't just any. This isn't just any giant cloaker. This is an M&S giant cloaker.
Yeah.
exactly.
Same cloaker, 3 times the price. Anyway,
And
Yeah.
it's even made in the
So-
same factory. But
they are.
Try
I
it.
remember. I used to work in a factory near where you guys are called Very Fresh Desserts. Gone now, I think. It was a horrible factory to work in. I survived a month before I went, I'm not doing this again. It was horrible. But we used to be on the factory line making these sponge cakes, like the Victoria sponge cakes. And they'd be made identical. We'd be going through, blump, 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 and we'd be packaging them up and put them into boxes. And we'd put these boxes into the cake boxes, then put all these boxes into a bigger box and put this on a pallet. That was our job, packing cakes into boxes to put them into bigger boxes, to put them into pallets.
yes.
So the boxes, small boxes, would be Tesco's own brand, white box, blue stripes on it. Once we got that done up, the cakes wouldn't change. Then we'd go on to the Marks and Spencer's specialty Victoria sponges, which just changed the box to blue. Nothing else has changed. Same damn cake. I'm just loading those up.
Yeah.
So bad, isn't it? They just got the wool pulled.
Yeah.
You reach the bottom.
We did.
Charles says, you folks were a little bit busy.
Yes.
Well, I had a little while to glide round, and did you happen to notice there was an aperture further up the ladder?
No.
Is that where we pulled the thing from?
No. Just like lower than that. A hole in the wall, Killian. Aperture.
Wow.
I will be vanishing up the steps, ladders.
Little up the ladder. As you climb up, you see that the opposite wall from where the thing was.
Yep.
You see a quite symmetrical hole in the wall.
Dark vision.
You make out that the insides are not roughly hewn, but maybe burrowed.
Yeah. Something's burrowed its way through here.
Is it our big worm size?
No, you would say this is maybe large of a creature.
Yeah, it's bigger. It's quite large. Large for me.
But not we're not talking rideable train worm.
That's huge. Gargantuan.
Gargantuan.
Yeah.
Worm.
Yes. Gargantuan official. Yeah. Can't see anything as far as I can see.
Fast Bracket and Stally, what big things burrow through this place?
Do you know? Well, that big tentacle thing wasn't here last time anyway. Must be.
And when were you last here?
Well, it's been a few months, and we came a different way out. But we got off here, so before we take you this way in,
Well, let's hope your friends are still around.
they're going to roll a nature check, and they're going to get one each. They go. Could be. What does it look? Is it quite like smooth on the inside, or is it like scratched?
It looks burrowed. Burrowed. Doesn't look like it's tooled.
Remoraz?
Gesundheit.
No, I mean that's what it could be.
I look down at Jackson.
Do I recognise the name Remoraz?
Shall I make you roll a nature? No.
I'm happy to roll a nature if you
Yeah,
want.
roll a nature, and I can tell you what you know about Remoraz.
18.
You know that a Remoraz is a subterranean, basically a cross between a millipede and I don't know, like a dinosaur at the same time. It looks like its top part is flared like a cobra, and it is it can consume.
Yeah, it's sounding great, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a pleasant creature. This, it's a rather horrible thing. You know that it can also heat up. It has an incredible heat built within this creature, and some of them can burrow. They can burrow, and uses that heat to sort of shape and mold the rock.
Does it look melted?
It does, John. Sorry, Owen.
A little bit, yes.
Might be right then. They're like a wormy millipede thingy that can like melt stuff. They get hot.
We have similar things in Frohurst. Did I say Frohurst? Wrong one.
Yeah, Frohurst is your
Yeah,
place.
correct, yeah. Got it right. It's been a while.
That's the continent.
Yeah.
Yeah. But from John's description, is you think this might be in terms of describing this hole as large, you get the feeling that this might be an infant.
Owenism.
An infant.
Okay. Not fully grown, maybe. I think.
Hey, I come down the ladder. Probably quickly.
Let's go see old mushroom people.
Yeah.
This wasn't a pudding person, so we're all good. And that's not here.
Cool. Jax, can you make me an investigation check as well? When you were kind of hovering around with the orb and doing your stuff.
I rolled a 2.
Okay. Was anybody else looking at these crystals when we were investigating this space when Jax was kind of doing the scan over?
Yeah.
You were intimidating the folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been.
Okay.
I would have been
Could you
keeping
do
an eye on
me
those
an
guys.
investigation as well?
Investigation roll coming up.
Charlie will be kind of making sure everyone's okay, patching up people and stuff.
Yeah. I'm keeping it easy for the guys.
Can I use luck on that roll? I can. I'm going to use my luck. And re-roll that, because that was a terrible roll.
Did you roll more than 2?
I got 23.
You
I got more than 2.
Somewhere beneath the meat of this creature, kind of half buried underneath, you make out like an arm, like
Yeah,
an emaciated hand, more like, and a sleeve, piece of sleeve, like underneath.
we've been talking, and I look down again, and
Hold it up and go, high five!
one of yours.
Oh, no, it is attached to something else as you pull it.
Oh!
You kind of tug.
Tug.
And you would go to pick it up, but it's like, oh, and so you have to like lift a slab of roper away.
Jackson,
Yeah,
could you yank that up for me?
I will try and pull as much of a body out of as from under tentacles as I can.
You move meat and drag arm and find a small gnome-like creature, very dead, been dead quite a while. And on it you find 100 gold.
The dead rich know me thing.
And John, you see that its hat is
Still his head.
it is still on its head, and it is kind of, well, it's the way to describe it is jaunty.
Yeah.
It's worn at a jaunty angle, this hat.
Yeah. I peel off his multi. Does this look things like mildly digested?
No.
Oh.
It does not.
I wonder if it just means it was already bottom of the hole. You landed on him.
It looks like it has, from the damage on this small thing, it looks like a fall has killed it. That fracture in the back of the head.
Oh. Fellow elves and druids, do you have gnomes in your area?
That's not a gnome. It's probably a red cap or a spriggan. Not sure. A bit old.
Well, it's a bit dead.
Yeah.
Can Charlie have a chat with it?
Sorry.
Can Charlie have a chat with it?
Oh, Jackson, you know how I.
Wait, who?
What's he going to say? Ow. How did you die? I fell down a hole?
Jackson, if you wish me to.
You don't
Stand
have
back,
to.
everybody.
Okay.
And Charlie will.
What's the dead? I'm literally saying as why he's making spell. What's the dead ever going to say? All we can ever tell you is, I don't want to be dead.
He might tell us what he is, who he is, if he had any more friends around, if he was being chased by a big, giant, flaming millipede worm thing.
There's this kind of strange sound
Oh, my eyes.
of lungs that should no longer be able. Well, they can't take breath, but it makes the action of taking in breath. So it's good.
We might be able to, find out he's called Bob, and then we know what the gravestone.
And this thing sits up in your arms, Owen.
Yeah, I let go. Great. I'm not holding a corpse. Screw that. No one's walking around.
It tries to raise an arm and it bends the wrong part of its arm. It flops in the middle. Ah! Ah! My hat. Oh. And then it finds the hole in his head.
And I'm just, my eyes are literally Casino Royale rolling in the back of my head.
Oh, what's this? Me and my friends were just wondering, what am I asking? How's it going? Very badly. My arm's all wrong. I've got a hole in the back of my head. What do you want me to ask everybody quickly?
Like, what's his name? What killed him? Is he have any friends?
What's your name? How did you die? Do you have any friends?
And are they here still?
And are they here? And are your friends still here? He replies with, "Oh, my name is Glebo. I think I fell. I've got loads of friends and family. I don't know where they are. I'm kind of
Satisfied?
exploring, and then
What?
I must have slipped.
What were you doing down this hole? You were just
Yeah.
exploring.
Yeah, finding out adventure, seeing what lies on the other side. Oh, I've been
Lies
there.
on the other side.
Oh, it was really like floaty.
Are we done, Jackson?
Yeah, if he wasn't being chased by something, I think that's probably enough.
Must have been a wrong foot. Oh, what if I'm going to rest? Will you take my hat to my family, please? It's an heirloom.
If we find them,
Thanks. Yes, we'll honour
I'll
that.
take your hat. Glebo's hat.
Jack, can you make me an Arcana check?
I can roll a dice.
Dice, yes.
Yeah. I can always make a roll. I'm not going to succeed, but I can always make one.
I rolled a 14. That's not bad.
It's bad, not bad.
You get a magical glimmer again about this hat.
Do not put it on.
It desperately contains some sort of magic. Do you say? Because Charlie can identify.
Yeah, it's a magic hat. It's not an heirloom.
Charlie looks at it, turns it over in his hand, and says, "You're right, Jackson. Your perception in this place is impeccable."
He's home from home, I say.
And the hat is Glebo's magic hat, and it gives you +1 to stealth rolls, but only if you wear it jauntily.
So only works if it's barely on your head. Gotcha.
Yeah, you've got to wear it swaggishly. Swaggish and jauntily.
Swaggish.
Yeah, you gotta wear it swaggish and jauntily, and then you'll get +1 to a stealth roll.
Is it tunable?
Yes, it will be a tune.
Okay.
Glebo's magic hat. And then the spell basically ends, and Glebo falls back to the floor and becomes nothing but a pile of skin, bone, and sadness. Poor Glebo in a hole.
Skin, bone, and sadness. What a great combination.
Isn't that just my everyday life?
Like some sort of prog black metal album.
That's just my everyday life.
Oh, where's
Sadness.
skin, bone, sadness? You see that the passageway proceeds roughly east at the bottom of this. West at the bottom of this tunnel, you start moving along, and each of you starts seeing in the distance a glimmer of light, glowing ahead of you, and you see a phosphorescence in the wall. First of all, just kind of like slime molds that are kind of running down the wall, creating these kind of abstract paintings running down, and then you start seeing larger bracket fungi that cling to the surfaces of the rock, and they actually give off this kind of greenish light. And then you start hearing the sounds of heavily running water. Like, when I say heavily running, I mean like a waterfall sound of water gushing from a great height.
I will turn to our druidy people and say, are we getting close to the mushroom people?
Yeah, not far. We got to go past here. Excuse me. Along here, there's a pool. It's quite refreshing. You're welcome to stop and have a drink if you want. Then there's a really loud bit. There's mushrooms what scream.
As in you wanna. Do they only scream? Or do they scream all the time, or only if you disturb them, or
If you're near them, they'll scream. They'll set them off.
and can you like plug your ears?
Yeah, it's fine. Just put your fingers in your ears. Yeah, come on then. Along, and you move along through this place, and the cavern begins to open up. And what you see is water gushing from a very, very high crevasse, kind of coming out of the side of the wall, and it drops down from the ceiling, and it's lit by the phosphorescence through it. It kind of glimmers and glows and drops down onto a huge mushroom set that's set on a set of stones growing out of the rock itself in the middle of a pool, and around the edge has been built a little wall. So there's these mushrooms that are kind of, the water's like running off in rivulets off of these glowing fungi into like a beautiful glowing pool beneath.
Okay. Other than being loud running water, it looks clear. So I think we probably have a sit down, a short rest, and have a wash because I'm covered in tentacle goo. And maybe some fried mushrooms or something. Or is it when we go and see the mushroom people?
Yeah, let us pick the mushrooms, or else
Well, I would like to see if I can work out which ones are good to eat first, and sort of say, so I'd go for that one, and that one, and see if they agree, or judge the ones that they pick, because
Okay, which way do you want to do it? They've suggested
effectively it's going to be the same thing. I would probably go with, I would pick that one, and that one, and see.
Yeah. What? Okay. So make me a nature check. Yes, a survival check. Sorry.
Doesn't make a great deal of difference. I have an extra +1. I got a 13.
You look around the space. You recognise some of the species here, but not every species that is available. Two of the ones you pick are fully edible, and consumable. They are like a little one with a gold cap that is kind of like frilled on the edges, and the gills underneath are black and almost give out almost like a gravy underneath. These ones fry up very nicely and kind of almost create their own sauce. The other one that you pick is just a small button topped one, but they grow in quite large stands of them all bunched together. Ooh, and you kind of cut them, and they are almost like a noodle to eat, and have a really good bite and chew to them when you cook them up. One of the ones, however, they suggest that you do not consume unless you are suffering from stomach crampings and struggling to go to the toilet at all, because this one might give you it's a medicinal one for relieving constipation.
So we'll put that aside for Killian.
If he gets constipation again. When you are looking around, you see that the big mushroom in the center is a particularly the group that's on the middle of this rock are a particularly fantastic specimen of its genus. It's so sturdy with this great waterfall falling on it. You'd think that it would be smashing its flesh body to pieces, but somehow it's able to kind of cup the water and redirect it in this manner. But you don't recognize the species of this one. This is very peculiar.
Just before we do eat this, is it bad manners to eat mushrooms when we're going to see mushroom people?
No.
Okay.
They understand.
Okay.
They know the cycle.
That's right then. Yeah, I'm all good for sort of having a wash, having a rest, having a fry up.
Yeah, you do.
Wash, rest, fry.
In the order.
I need to know, has everybody got water, and does anybody refill their water from the fountain here?
I assume that we haven't gone far enough to require us to.
Not
so
really
nope, I have a water skin, and no, I don't trust these people.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I don't.
I mean, I'm quite happy. It's freely running water, so I'm going to have a look at it, and I will probably drink fresh water over monkey water skin water. Assuming as long as
I'm a city boy. I totally drink it out. I'm the one with the Evian bottle.
Yeah, you know, I will judge it and see what I think, but I think ultimately I would rather have fresh water than manky water. And if it's nice, I would potentially empty out my water and fill it up with the fresh version.
Okay, you right? Yeah. Killian, everyone's kind of sort of sitting down, taking a rest around this kind of central pool that has these giant mushrooms in the middle of it. They're making a mushroom fry up. Everyone's having some like noodly mushrooms and some of these kind of like these kind of gravy mushrooms and stuff as at the same time. The option was there to wash and clean up and possibly drink from the water here, this area. Do you want to indulge in that? Jackson is having a go, getting clean and drinking. Owen's drinking from the water skin.
I will have a clean, but first, has anybody checked if the water's okay?
You can do, make a nature. Jax didn't recognise the species of mushroom that was in the water. But
well, I was trying to work out if it was good to eat, so that's a completely different thing.
I don't know its name, but I know it's called Delicious.
You think this one would be too woody because of its very size? It would be like trying to eat a tree.
Trying to eat a tree.
A nature check, please, Killian Norn, Dragonborn.
Sorry, it's taking forever to load up.
That's all right. Here we go. Let me see them nat 20s.
9.
You think it's fresh water. Very clear. It seems to have a lot of mineral deposit in it as it kind of splashes down, and it has that kind of ionization in the air.
Oh, we got some special mushrooms for you to help with that constipation thing.
Yeah, it's got some constipation curing mushrooms as well.
I don't know if it works on magical constipation, but you know.
Yeah, I'll drink from the water.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Charles is just happy standing with the water skin and chatting to her. You guys kind of move over the fountain and start splashing yourself with this water that phosphoresces with the kind of light that's gathered in here. You actually notice that it's actually some of the actual water phosphoresces as well as it kind of runs from your hands and stuff like that. And it kind of glows just slightly with that kind of, maybe some of the spore is in it. And what you start hearing is I
ain't gonna be drinking up no.
You said drink. No, but you've already said you're drinking it. So you just start hearing.
Did the druids drink any?
Huh?
Did the druids drink any?
Yeah. They drink some too. And gradually you start realizing that an awareness is stretching out from you. And you start hearing the mushrooms around you giving off almost like they're part of an orchestra.
Oh, Jesus.
You start hearing ones that are singing. The big one above you is almost like a big drum. It's going and there's like little bracket fungus that are going like ching, 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 and the little tiny ones that you've chopped are like
boom, boom,
yeah.
boom, boom,
and they're like going, they make this tinkly tinkling sound, and then it's like dropping a frying pan down the stairs, like but it's all quite harmonious, and you sort of sense that you can kind of hear their living song, and you can trace it through the bedrock kind of thing of this place, and you sense an interconnection with this place and the mushrooms themselves, and you kind of you understand their little singing. You can now hear them singing, and they're happy enough. They seem at peace, and even the ones that you cut and cook, they don't react badly. There's not a sad tone. It just is kind of like it's very
like hissing.
It's cyclical. It's cyclical. Like everything goes round on a loop, basically. It's like listen to a song, and it grows and goes up and then drops down, and then goes up and up and up and up and down. Kind of almost a musical representation of growing, becoming, and then not.
Circle of life.
Yeah,
it's the circle of life.
One of them is Elton John.
You can just tell us the one up there is looking pink tutu and wearing these massive glasses.
Yeah, one of them is Elton John shroom.
Elton Shrooms.
Elton Shroom. I'm going to draw this.
Yeah, please do.
Elton Shroom. Like Elton John as a mushroom, like a piano. Yeah. And I think that's probably where we're going to stop, because we've.
Do I own any plain white or cream t-shirts?
Possibly.
Yeah. Why is your eyes suddenly like wide? It's like she's had an idea.
Yeah.
Elton Shroom on a t-shirt, but actually with feathers as the feather boa.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. I like that idea a lot.
And rhinestones and sequins.
Yeah, because we're coming on to nearly 10 o'clock, folks.
Elton Shroom.
So you rest around this place. You take a short rest. Please do your short rest stuff if you would.
Short rest. Woo.
And we shall pick this up in a couple of weeks and dig deep beneath the forest.
Am I hurt? I am hurt. Okay.
The message of the 8th, is that just, are we going to try a different alternate Friday week, or what's
that was sent? It's not until December, but I was like, right, just
and then recording now, and we'll discuss this in a minute.